likes eating humans. And did they kind of break their little pack with the United States at the time and the President Eisenhower and abduct way, way more than they were supposed to? Well, we're going to be talking all about that tomorrow between 8 and 10 Pacific time on Night Dreams. And Ryan will be back on our show again next Sunday, and we'll have some great guests. I mean, coming up on the show, and I only got about 30 seconds here. Coming up on the show here, we're going to be talking a lot about Bigfoot, a lot about UFOs and government conspiracies. And, yes, we got even talking about, Dr. Lear, who used to remove, the little devices that were put in by aliens to, kind of track the humans. We have one of Lear's very first patients is going to be on our show coming up here in June. A lot more major guests coming on our show. Hey, Ryan, I enjoyed having you co-host. I got to get you to talk a little bit more, though.
Oh, yeah. It's hard. Well, man, these guys, they're so entertaining to listen to, and they've got so much to say. It's tough.
Well, what did you think of their recordings? I thought it was kind of eerie.
That is, yeah, and that kind of stuff has always intrigued me. Always.
Well,
I used to love when those kind of groups would come on to Art's show. I used to love that.
Oh, yeah. You know, what? It's really nice. I've heard some of these, recordings where I know, again, being around radio since I was like 10 years old, and then being in commercial broadcasting, plus at one time holding the amateur ticket, I can pretty much tell when somebody drops in a voice clip on a recording. Mm-hmm. You can tell. Mm-hmm. I didn't hear it this time. I mean, it was no any signs of it. So, I mean, I think these guys are legit. They're not out, trying to make a buck or try to get on a cable channel, or I don't think they're out just to go have a six-pack of beer and have fun and go to, some warehouse and see if they pick up something.
I think you could have those guys on a 4 or 5 hour show and not run out of things to talk about.
Oh, yeah, I know. And like I mentioned, they need to go hit a battleground or a mortuary. If somebody would let you in a mortuary, maybe one that's been closed up, I thought it was really funny, honestly, Ryan, when they mentioned that there was one, but they only let people in to do seances. Now, isn't seances the same thing as paranormal?
That's pretty hypocritical on their part, I think. If they're going to let people do seances, they should let just about anybody in there to do any type of investigation or recording.
That, or maybe they're scared what they might pick up on recordings, I mean, a mortuary of all things.
Oh, boy.
Okay, sir. Well, I'm going to click you off. We'll be on again next Sunday. Hopefully, very shortly, you're going to have that new equipment in, and so you can carry the Sunday shows by yourself.
Sounds like a good plan. Have a good week ahead of you there, Gary, and we'll talk soon.
Okay, you take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
So, boy, the time has gone by fast. So, everybody, have a good evening. And, if you want to contact the show, you can certainly do it at motorcycletalkbygary@gmail.com. Or if you want to, do this.
Check out Night Dreams' website at www.nightdreamstalkradio.com.
With a little imagination, you should be able to envision the torches and hear the screams that echoed through here.
You're listening to Night Dreams Radio with Gary Anderson.